Yeah, it's your boy Jay Cruz.
And Justin Allure.
And this is
The Whole Truth.
All right, Justin. So listen, a lot of people been hitting us up. They can comment below on social media, and a lot of the comments we're getting are finances.
Investment.
People want some advice. Saving versus risking.
Okay.
Investing.
Yeah.
So me personally, I have never bought a home because I don't see a home as a great investment. I don't. I've been waiting to take out a loan. I've got good credit. I'm waiting for that right investment. That's my lane. That's the way I'm going about it. You're successful. You've invested. Give us some advice. Saving versus investing or risking the money.
Well, I follow your logic on the home. The problem with buying a home and treating it as an investment is a home is really a roof over your head.
Right.
So in order to cash in on that investment, you've got to get rid of the roof over your head.
Right. You got to sell it to somebody else.
You got to sell it to somebody else. And then you still got to find another roof to put over your head, which is going to cost you the money that you may have gained by buying the home.
Right.
So rental properties are an investment. The roof over your head is a roof over your head.
It's not right.
That's why I look at it. When it comes to should you save the money or should you invest, just give you a little fact pattern that I think will hit home. Years ago, I bought a Louis Vuitton duffel. Thought I was a man. I was.
How much?
People looking at me at the airport, probably about between it and the little toiletry bag that came along, probably about $3,600.
Sheesh.
You know, maybe it was closer to $4,000. Louis Vuitton. Had I bought the LVMH, so Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy stock, which is who
not
owns
the bag, but stock.
Correct. If I'd bought that stock that same day, instead of that bag, I would have made right around $5,000 based on the amount that stock is worth today, because everybody's out there popping bottles, and everybody wants to be seen at the airport with that same Louis Vuitton bag. But if I bought the stock instead of buying that bag, I'd be up right now probably about $5,000. The bag today that I paid $3,600 for is probably worth about a G. I've seen it on like Amazon or eBay right now. So it's
the bag
lost
itself
value.
took a loss, but the stock has gained.
That's correct. And so I think right now we're in this situation where a lot of us were not taught to say. And look, I wasn't taught to say.
You know what? You're taking words out of my mouth. We're not taught good financial methods. We're not taught them. We're not told about, hey, this is a better way to spend your money.
Yeah, that's right.
We're taught to spend money. We're taught to be consumers, not investors.
In fact, it's pumped into our blood.
Yes.
To be consumers.
Yes.
We see the shoes, we want the shoes. We see the pants, we want the pants. And think about it. The commercial entities out there, the people making this crap, they want us to be that way.
Yeah, they don't want us to be.
They want us to save.
Yeah.
You don't walk into a bank and tell the bank, I'm here to, use you guys for financing, for all this stuff. Bank wants to hear you're going to leave your money in the bank, because then the bank can use your money. Banks don't want to hear you coming in there asking for money. They want you to come in there.
Right.
So the same thing applies with these big commercial entities. These companies making these expensive bags, or the liquor companies are saying, look at this fool popping this bottle and pouring it all over the whole club. He just threw away $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 to be a showman for that night.
Yeah.
And yeah, he might have scored that night. That's cool. But for that one bottle, if he'd invested that money, he probably could have bought himself, I don't know, 2 years of college, 15 years from now.
Right.
Or his kids 2 years of college, 15 years from now, because of compound interest. But we're not taught that.
No, we're not.
And so I, like you, had to learn it the hard way. The other thing is, I think you got to be real careful about who you're listening to. Because if I'm a self-made millionaire.
Right.
My mom didn't have any money. I grew up in a single-parent household. We had no money. We were literally broke. The state paid for my birth. That's the truth.
Right. No, for sure.
I didn't become a lawyer until 2010. It was my second career. My first career, till 2010. That's when I got my law license. So I'm 8 years into the legal game. I chose this because...
wow, Jess, I thought you'd been a lawyer.
No, I chose this because I wanted to make more money.
Right.
And I saw it as a license for me to do something better for my community.
Yeah, like help people, right.
But bigger help for my community and be a bigger help for my family and my friends. But because of that, I've actually made some I'll call it sub-wealth. It's not really wealth. And so I've made some money. I say all that to say I had to learn it the hard way. But you've got a lot of people out here that are representing themselves as financial credit
gurus.
Gurus. They're all I'm telling you buy Bitcoin.
And telling you what to buy, stuff like that.
And dog, like you gotta see somebody's credibility. First. You've got a lot of people out here that are fakers. They're not really makers. And so but because you're able to fake this, portray how I'm a financial guru on Instagram. You got people following them and liking this stuff and not realizing every single thing costs. You're going to pay.
You're going to pay.
One way or the other. Whether you go to school, whether you don't, life's going to charge you.
Yeah.
Whether you read the financial book or whether you don't, life's going to charge you.
And whoever helps you invest, he's going to get his cut if you make some money.
There's
It's
no
going to
doubt.
cost you.
It's going to cost you.
Everything's
And you're
gonna
going to take
cost
your
you.
lumps. I've taken my lumps, so I've learned it. And now I'm kind of like, all right, well, let me show a few people. And so when we're talking about LVMH stock, for instance, I'm going, hey, if I'm in the same shoes today, I buy the stock, not the bag. I still got the bag. I could sell it for a G, but now I'm just going to buy the damn stock.
Yeah, you're going to let it sit.
And I'm
Now,
going to let it sit.
It's great, though. I mean, the thing that sucks is when you realize things after the fact. Like you said, if you could go back, you
Sure.
would buy the stock instead of the bag.
But
You know what I'm saying?
isn't that what wisdom is?
Exactly.
Wisdom is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted.
Exactly.
And we've got to go ahead and just take that pain.
And every mistake is a learning experience.
That's it, baby.
And I feel like with financial stuff, with finances, you got to take a risk here and there. You'll learn from taking a risk here and there. You know what I'm saying? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't risk it all and put it all on the line.
Yeah.
But taking small risks to learn the process of risking something, the do's and don'ts, the good investments, the bad ones.
Sure.
You have to get that process going because just sitting on your money and saving it, I get it. At least you got some money saved up, but that's never going to take you to the next level.
No doubt.
It's just not.
No doubt.
And
in fact, if you look at day traders, which I day traded for a while, day traders have this method of, and I'll simplify it, but you spend $1, you lose the $1. Okay, it didn't work. You spend $1, you lose the $1. Okay, it didn't work. You spend $1, you make $6. You keep the 6. You put it back in the pot. Now you go back out, you spend $1. You lose it.
again.
You cut your losses short. You never stop a runner. If the money's going up, you don't ever stop
You don't
that.
stop that,
You take
yeah.
that all the way to the top. But your losses, you cut. Same thing we do with people. When somebody's not acting right, you cut them.
You cut 'em
The
off.
same thing happens with investing. But if you're not taking the risk on people or the risk
Yeah,
on
if you don't
stocks or
take
the
it, there's
risk
no
on
chance
investing, you're never going to create
Ever.
anything good.
Ever.
And so I think risk is a necessary component. But the secret to risk is taking smart risk. And the only way to take smart risk is not what you pick to risk on, it's how you get out of it. Because it's not risking too much.
Knowing how to jump ship.
No, not just jump ship. That's a great way to put it, brother. I like that. Look, you just gave some
I
financial
literally was so
advice.
excited to pick your brain because you look like money, and I want to look like money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's because
So-
I went to TJ Maxx. I got the shirt.
No,
At
you
Marshall's
fresh
got
today.
the
You fresh
pants. I
today.
got myself some of that Kroger cologne on. I'm golden, baby.
You want to get rid of that Louis Vuitton bag? It's only worth $1,000. I'll give you $550 for it.
1,500. 1,500.
No, we'll talk about this off the air. It's your boy Jay Cruz,
And Justin the lawyer.
and this is
the whole truth.